F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Crack Up is a series of 3 introspective essays published in Esquire magazine in 1936. In these essays, Fitzgerald chronicles his personal struggles with failure, despair, and mental breakdown. Written during a period of profound personal and professional crisis, the essays are marked by raw honesty and vulnerability. Through a blend of memoir, philosophical reflection, and cultural critique, Fitzgerald explores the disintegration of his identity, the nature of emotional resilience, and the consequences of living in a society that glorifies success while stigmatizing failure. The context of The Crack Up. Fitzgerald wrote The Crack Up during a time when he was facing numerous challenges. His literary success, once soaring with novels like The Great Gatsby and Tender as the Night, had waned. His wife, Zelda Sayer Fitzgerald, was battling severe mental illness. He struggled with financial instability and alcohol dependency. These essays, unlike his earlier fictional works, offer an unvarnished glimpse into Fitzgerald's inner turmoil. They were met with both acclaim and criticism, as many were unaccustomed to such raw confessions from a public figure. Part 1. The Crack Up. In the first essay, Fitzgerald begins by recounting his realization that he has experienced a psychological crack up. This breakdown, he explains, is not the result of a sudden catastrophe but a gradual erosion of his emotional and mental reserves. Using metaphors, he describes this state as akin to a plate that has developed an unseen crack. It appears intact, but its structural integrity is compromised. Fitzgerald attributes his crack up to years of overexertion, ambition, and an unsustainable lifestyle. He reflects on the toll of striving to meet societal expectations of success and creative achievement. Over time, the effort to maintain appearances left him emotionally depleted, leading to a sense of alienation and despair. In this essay, Fitzgerald admits to a loss of faith in the ideals that once guided him. He recognizes that the optimism and romanticism of his youth have been replaced by cynicism and disillusionment. Yet, even in this state of despair, he retains a sharp wit and self-awareness, offering readers glimpses of humor and irony. Part 2. Pasting it together. In the second essay, Fitzgerald shifts his focus to the aftermath of the crack up and his attempts to rebuild himself. He acknowledges that his emotional collapse has permanently altered his perspective on life. No longer able to sustain the illusions of invincibility or boundless potential, he resigns himself to a more pragmatic and self-protective way of living. Fitzgerald reflects on the necessity of setting boundaries to preserve his sanity. He describes how he began to prioritize his own well-being over the demands and expectations of others. This meant withdrawing from social obligations, reassessing his relationships, and learning to conserve his emotional energy. A key theme in this essay is the idea of fragmentation. Fitzgerald likens his fractured self to a broken mirror, where each piece reflects a different aspect of his identity. While he cannot return to his former, unified self, he strives to paste these fragments together to create a functional, albeit imperfect, version of himself. Part 3. Handle with Care. The third essay delves deeper into Fitzgerald's coping mechanisms and philosophical reflections on failure and success. He contemplates the cultural obsession with achievement and the stigma attached to failure, particularly in the United States. Fitzgerald critiques the societal pressures that drive individuals to overextend themselves, often at the expense of their mental and emotional health. Fitzgerald also addresses the importance of self-awareness and acceptance. He recognizes that his crack up has given him a clearer understanding of his limitations and vulnerabilities. Rather than viewing these as weaknesses, he begins to see them as essential aspects of his humanity. In this final essay, Fitzgerald emphasizes the importance of resilience. While he does not claim to have fully recovered from his breakdown, he expresses a determination to continue living and creating, even in the face of adversity. He acknowledges that life is inherently imperfect and that finding meaning often involves navigating through pain and uncertainty. Key themes in The Crack Up. The fragility of success. Fitzgerald's essays underscore the precarious nature of success. He reflects on how his early achievements created unrealistic expectations for himself and others. The pressures to maintain this success contributed to his breakdown. The stigma of failure. Fitzgerald critiques the societal tendency to equate failure with personal inadequacy. He challenges the idea that individuals must constantly strive for external validation, advocating instead for self-acceptance and introspection. The fragmented self. The metaphor of fragmentation runs throughout the essays. Fitzgerald's experience of pasting it together reflects the broader human struggle to reconcile conflicting aspects of identity and experience. The costs of ambition. Fitzgerald examines how his relentless pursuit of artistic and personal excellence led to burnout. He explores the sacrifices and compromises involved in chasing ambition, ultimately questioning its value. Resilience and adaptation. While The Crack Up is a deeply introspective and often somber work, it also carries a message of resilience. Fitzgerald's essays reflect his efforts to adapt to his new reality and find meaning in the midst of struggle. The role of self-awareness. Fitzgerald's journey highlights the importance of self-awareness in navigating crises. His candid reflections on his weaknesses and limitations serve as a testament to the power of honesty and introspection. Fitzgerald's writing style. The Crack Up is notable for its lyrical prose, vivid imagery, and sharp wit. Fitzgerald's tone oscillates between self-deprecating humor and poignant vulnerability. He employs metaphors and analogies to convey complex emotions and ideas, making the essays both accessible and deeply resonant. For instance, his metaphor of a cracked plate captures the gradual and often invisible nature of emotional breakdowns, while the image of a broken mirror reflects the fragmented nature of his post-crack-up self. These metaphors allow readers to connect with his experiences on an emotional level. Reception and legacy. When The Crack Up was first published, it received mixed reactions. Some readers admired Fitzgerald's honesty and courage, while others criticized him for airing his personal struggles so publicly. Over time, however, the essays have come to be regarded as a groundbreaking exploration of mental health and vulnerability. Fitzgerald's willingness to confront his failures and share his inner turmoil has influenced countless writers and thinkers. His essays resonate with anyone who has grappled with the pressures of success, the pain of disillusionment, or the challenges of rebuilding after a setback. Conclusion. The Crack Up is a deeply personal and introspective work that offers a unique glimpse into F. Scott Fitzgerald's psyche during one of the most challenging periods of his life. Through his candid reflections, Fitzgerald explores universal themes of failure, resilience, and the fragility of human ambition. The essays are a testament to his literary skill and his willingness to confront the complexities of his own experience. Ultimately, The Crack Up serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of self-awareness, honesty, and the capacity to find meaning in the face of adversity. Fitzgerald's journey from despair to resilience continues to inspire readers, offering valuable insights into the human condition and the enduring struggle to reconcile success, failure, and identity.